What's going on, guys? Squeebs and crew back with a brand new episode this week. We're 7 weeks into the NFL season. NBA has started. NHL is heating up. MLB World Series is heating up. Braves against the Astros. What's going on?
RIP
RIP
to some people. So RIP to some teams already, and
All right.
all sports.
This is what I'm thinking. So we can have a good day, get through, talk some sports. Let's get the NFC East checking out of the way now.
Let's do it. Our teams are going the wrong direction.
Well,
and we need to fire Howie Roseman.
I think going into the Raiders game, I expected you guys to lose, but I didn't expect it to be that. Like, you lost by 10, whatever you scored at the end of the game.
It was blatant. Everything that they tried did not work, and everything that was supposed to be a rebuild has looked like a regress. So,
the Giants look good though.
Yeah,
but is that more of the Sam Darnold thing's not working out right now, or
the Giants play well? I think a lot of people are starting to show their true colors.
Yeah, we said the Panthers were fake good week 2, week 3.
Yeah, we said that the fake good teams. We said essentially Denver, Raiders, and the Panthers. And the only ones that's producing is Raiders, so we're not wrong.
Yeah. Man, the Washington football team, I can't understand. Because I know you didn't, and a lot of people didn't, but you sit there and watch the game against the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I got into beef on Twitter. I mean, you watched the game. We should have won the game. And we had the ball in the red zone 7 times. We scored once. We had the Heineke kneel in at the end zone, which I don't know what he's doing. And then he throws it over the top, doesn't score. I believe he didn't score, but still. And you have the pick in the end zone, the fumble in the end zone. I mean, we got the ball in the red zone 7 times, scored 1 time. I mean, to me, if you watch the game and watch exactly what happened, I don't give the Packers any credit. And I think they played terrible.
I think if you look at our team's remaining schedules, if we can't win,
there's no remaining schedules, Marcus. Dallas won the division. I mean, I'm being dead serious. Dallas won the division. I think it comes down to, it's not that Dallas is better. I think their schedule was easier. I think you come into looking at Washington and Philly and different teams they faced, definitely Washington up front because we won the division last year. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people are going to sit there and say, oh, and someone said this to me, and I was like, what are you talking about? Winning the division last year killed you.
It did.
What? But so if we don't win the division last year, we're gonna win it this year. And then the next year, you're gonna say it killed us winning the division last year. You gotta win.
I mean, you gotta win no matter what.
How does that make sense? So we shouldn't win, so we can play better the next year. And then if we win that year, the following year, you're gonna say we shouldn't have won that year. What are you talking about?
I think
I just don't. It doesn't come down to that. It comes down to,
is your team good enough to win a football game?
Playing well.
Right.
And I think as a fan, I'm going to sit here and make excuses. I'm going to say, we don't have Curtis Samuel, we don't have Logan Thomas, Gibson's injured, we don't have a franchise quarterback. Our defense is all over the place. But a lot of people are going to say, well, let's start Kyle Allen. Why? We're 2-5. Heineke's gave us every chance to win a game. He plays hard. He plays so. I'm not sitting here saying he's a franchise quarterback. I'm not going to, but you don't. What are you talking about? We're flawed at every other position. Not saying we're not flawed at quarterback, but he's playing well enough to win us games.
Keep going on. At least your quarterback's playing well enough to win you games.
Right. And I don't think Jalen Hurts is.
No.
I also don't think
it's not his problem. It's not his problem.
Line's not great. He doesn't give enough time to throw, but he does the same thing. And I was ready for this. He does the same thing that Geno Smith does. He freaks out in the pocket, and he feels like I watched Geno Smith last 4 or 5 times. He's got the throw on the slant route, but he's running outside the bounds, trying to throw on the run. That's what Jalen Hurts does every week.
Every week.
And it's like, are they scared to get hurt? Are they still scared to get hit?
I mean, I know the line is not great. And I know the receivers are supposed to be iffy. But you gotta at least trust, an interception, trust your guy.
I think the move, if I'm sitting in the room with the Eagles in the offseason, because you'll win 4 or 5 games. You'll be 4-12, 5-12, whatever it is. You'll have top 10 pick in the draft. I think we both will.
No, if we lose to the Lions, don't even talk to me on Sunday.
I think if I'm sitting in the Eagles draft room, I'm saying let's try and get some help. But 4th, 5th round, you got to take a quarterback, and you got to. I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is still the quarterback for the next couple of years, but you still got to look around.
I agree with you to the point of that. Only thing I disagree with is it's obviously the head is still not working. That makes sense. Like Howie Roseman is who runs our show. It's not working. He picked this staff, and it's starting to digress because we are a defensive team that has a pass rush, right?
You think this is a one hit? You think this is a 1 year done for him?
For Nick or Howie? No, I think this was a year Howie had to at least show promise of that he could fix the team.
What about Nick Sirianni? What do you think about him?
Depending on if we do fire Howie, if the GM wants a clean slate, then it's just byproduct of wanting a clean slate. I mean, it sucks, but that's how can't always have what you want in this world. You got GMs want their head coaches, and if he can give a good interview to the new GM, hopefully, if he does, cool. But that DC and OC need a talking because Miles Sanders finally started to play well and hurt his ankle, and now we're just back to Jalen Hurts show, and look what that did. We haven't won a game. We haven't won a game since the Jalen Hurts show. The only reason we won Panthers game is because he ran the ball in.
Yeah. I'm gonna hear with the Washington crap, and I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it again because of the decisions he makes. I think he's officially on the hot seat. I think Ron Rivera. I think the way he runs a team. I think going back to it a couple years ago, I think Washington made a mistake not getting in the groove and sticking with what's working and getting a young guy. I just think the way he runs the team, the way our team is built around, it just doesn't work. I think he joins the hot seat. He's got to win some games. That's just the way I feel about that. I love Ron Rivera, but I just think that.
Just letting you know, though,
it's not working.
Just letting you know, though, we're 1 game away from being last place.
We're all tied, right?
Yeah.
Are we all 2-5, but we're just ahead because of division wins?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
but the way it's looking, we're going to get them 3 picks in the first round, baby.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, we're halfway through, but I mean, a lot of football to be played. Anything can happen. I mean,
dude, you know how pissed off we're going to be if our team turns it around and gives us the slight hope that we can make a playoff run.
Yeah. Halfway through the season, and we got to talk about the Chiefs, dude. I mean, what's going on?
What's going on? They ran into this thing called a wall. And a lot of the mistakes they make I'm going to start with Pat because Pat's $500 million contract is being questioned. The receivers ain't catching the ball.
Yeah.
So then it leads to an interception, and then it's all his fault. But that's also when they blame him, they lose a possession, and their defense can't do anything. Like, they have a terrible defense.
Their defense is crap, but I think it goes back to, I may have said this before, I may have not. It's a bit in my head. I think the biggest mistake they made, and I know he's hurt, I know he hasn't played anything this year, but I think the biggest mistake they made was getting rid of Sammy Watkins. I just feel like, and not
solid
even
number
trying,
2,
and not even trying to replace with anything. This is going to be a weird comparison. I said it to myself a couple times this week, and you're going to be like, "Oh, you're an idiot," blah blah. But it's what comes to my head. I think the Chiefs are in the same situation the Lakers are in. You've got 3 good players and nothing else, and I think having those 3 good players or 4 good players, and they're solid stars, they're MVP caliber players, but you have nothing around them, and every other team is building a different way this year or the past couple of years. You're not going to win games.
Every team is building their way of wanting to win and trying to dominate you.
Right. And you've got Patrick Mahomes, you've got Tyreek Hill, and you have Travis Kelce. I used to, maybe last year, who else do they have? They don't have, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is hurt, but like, you don't have anyone else.
Nope.
And when you're playing catch with 2 guys, that's not going to work.
Like, literally, teams figured out if we double team Tyreek, they have nothing.
I mean, you look at the Arizona Cardinals, and this is a perfect
thing. Example.
You got DeAndre Hopkins, stud. You can throw to him whenever you want, but you got AJ Green. You got Ronald Moore. You got Christian Kirk. You got James Conner in the backfield. You got Chase Evans. I mean, the Cardinals said, you know what? What if we get down in the red zone? We got this situation, this situation. Let's bring in Zach Ertz. Like they've cut off every situation that they have.
Don't forget the guy that just got hurt from the other tight end who was playing really well.
Right. And you look at the Chiefs. If we want to run a streak, we want to run a 60-yard bomb, we got Tyreek Hill. We're good there. Red zone, Travis Kelce. But if we want to run an out, we want to run a slant. We want to do a 20. We have nothing else.
Nothing.
It's just unbelievable how you go from Super Bowl to losing in the Super Bowl to, are they going to make the playoffs?
Oh, like San Francisco 2 years ago.
No, but are they going to make the playoffs?
Let's put it this way. If Tyreek Hill doesn't catch that pass, that dynasty might not actually be a dynasty. Browns, us, and you.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not good.
And the Browns, let's talk about the Browns. They won the game, didn't impress.
Yeah, they didn't impress me. But I will say this, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Their defense won that game.
They had a lot of injuries. I said if they win this game, they're going to impress me. I give them like a 5% jump on what I had them on last week. I'm just like, for me, it's like the Browns, they're a really good team. They're a really good team, but it's like they have so many injury concerns. I don't know where that stands and puts them for the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't put them up with the Bengals and Ravens because it's not close right now.
No.
Record-wise, it's close. I mean, the Browns are still right there, but
literally, Baker Mayfield might not play until like week 12.
I need to see them beat a good team.
That's also true.
They haven't done it.
They haven't. They lost every big team they should have won. They lost, and then the teams that they lose to are still losing games. So it's like, all right, you're losing to these teams that are losing.
Yeah,
lost to the Chiefs. They're losing. You lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Ravens. Like, I don't know how that team gets better as good as they already are without being just healthy.
Yeah, I just don't see them making the playoffs, to be honest with you. It's hard because the Bengals are playing so well. It's just hard.
And the Bengals would have to go on like a 5-game losing streak just for them to just tie.
Right. So do you think, because we're halfway through now,
mm-hmm.
and the Cardinals are still undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think that they can do it?
No.
Why do you say no?
Because the teams that was projected to go 20-0 both have lost the game.
Yeah, but
and the Cardinals are playing. Let's go to the Cardinals schedule.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Let's go to the Cardinals schedule, and then we'll do it this way.
All
right. They lose. First of all, they lose. They're losing. They have a tough.
Do you see it?
Oh, I see a few games where.
You see the screen share?
I see the screen share, and I was on my thing as well.
All right. So they got Green Bay. Now we can do this now because we can just do it now because I want to go through the Cardinal schedule. There is no Devontae Adams this week. I don't know if you've seen that. There's no Devontae Adams this week. I think for me, if Devontae Adams was playing, this was in Green Bay, I would change my mind. But I think the Cardinals win this game.
I'm going green. I think our boy Aaron Rodgers is going to prove something.
I think the Cardinals win this game. You got a San Fran. I think they win that game as well.
They should. Jimmy G's playing, and they don't know what they're doing with Trey Lance.
Carolina
right should win.
I think they win that game as well. Seattle, I think they win that game as well.
As long as Gino's in.
8, 9, 10, 11-0 going into the bye week.
Cool.
Then you got Chicago. I think they win that game.
Should.
And then you got the Rams.
Lose.
They beat the Rams 37-20.
But this is going.
You think the Rams come back and beat them?
Yep. I have 2 losses right now.
I actually agree with you. I think the Rams will win this game on Monday Night Football.
I have 2 losses.
Detroit, dub.
Yep.
Colts, dub.
Christmas, no.
What?
Mm-mm.
And I think they beat Dallas and Seattle again. I think they go 15. I think they go 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-1. I think they go 16-1.
I think they go 14-3.
14-3. I'm going 16-1.
14-3. They'll be the second seed. I think Green Bay is going to stay the hottest team.
You think Green Bay wins the conference?
Yeah, I think it runs through Green Bay. I think it runs through Green Bay.
I think it runs through Arizona.
I mean, this week's very
Have you not
important.
been watching the last 7 weeks?
I have been. I've seriously seen the closest game they played was against Trey Lance.
Yeah.
And now they're going against an MVP caliber quarterback that's probably going to be, it's basically on his shoulders to carry the game. And he'll probably just throw it to Aaron Jones for 5 touchdowns.
I think Arizona wins against Green Bay, and I think they have a good chance. I think they have a decent chance to go undefeated this year, but I'm going to say that the Rams will take them out Monday Night Football on December 13th. Yeah, I just wanted to go through that.
What other teams we missed?
Did you see the Tom Brady thing, the football thing?
Yeah, the dude's supposed to get into Bitcoin.
Yeah, getting a Bitcoin. He got the 2 signed jerseys.
He literally profited like almost $100,000 just off.
But do you think he made a bad decision
of getting that ball?
Of giving it up so quick? Did you see Tom Brady last night on Monday Night Football? He even said he shouldn't have given it away that quick.
Nah, dude, he made profit. He made if he would have kept, he could have made a ton of more probably. But think about this.
I think it was last night on the Monday Night Football. I had it on, and Peyton Manning said, because they were talking about it, and Peyton Manning said that guy should have held it on longer. He could have been sitting in the Tom Brady suite for the whole rest of the season. He could have been. I mean,
could have been, but then again, in the moment,
I wouldn't have gave it away that quick.
I can't fault him. I can't fault him because literally he's still profiting money and he's still profiting a bunch of cool things that.
Yeah, just for and it's funny, just for getting chosen to Mike Evans gave him the ball.
Mm-hmm. Like that was just like Mike Evans found random fan. Random fan is probably the luckiest fan of all time right now. 2 jerseys signed, a game ball signed.
All right, I got the full deal. This is the full deal. It's 2 signed Tom Brady jerseys.
2 of those.
A signed Tom Brady helmet. A signed Mike Evans jersey. Mike Evans worn cleats from that game. A $1,000 Bucks team store credit. That's dumb. The jerseys are probably like $800. And then 2 season tickets for the remainder of the 2021 season. And 2 season tickets for the 2022 season.
And then the Bitcoin.
I wonder where those seats are.
All right. So let's be honest. He sells any of Tom Brady's stuff, he profits. That's what I would do.
That guy's hype, bro.
I would sell all the memorabilia that has something signed. And then I would go to the store with the 1,000 and buy the same stuff. I'd buy the jerseys. I'd buy every jersey I want of Tampa Bay. Because really, if it's see Tom Brady's name and they know you're the guy that got the stuff, how much you want for it? How much you want for it? I mean, like he can still profit more just as much as he kept that ball. Yes, the ball was in his favor. He could have blackmailed them to the end, but like same time as he has 5 or 4 items signed of Tom Brady. That alone could get you 500,000. And you have $1,000 credit. Oh my gosh! I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sell all this for a lot of money, and then I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy everything I can, and then if I want to sell that stuff too, cool. If not, I'll keep it.
I want to know where his seats are for the games.
They gotta have been good.
You know?
They gotta have been good.
I'm curious.
We won't see until it's late, but that's gotta have been good.
Yeah, they gotta be decent seats.
So which team do we feel bad for?
What do you mean?
Just in general. Like what team do you feel bad for?
What team do I feel bad for?
Other than our own.
The Lions, but I feel bad for the Lions because you want to know why I feel bad for the Lions?
Why?
Because they're not that bad.
They're not bad. They're just playing tough opponents.
Like they're in every single game.
There's only out of 1 game out of 5. I think they covered a lot of games this year. Yeah,
they have covered a lot of games this year. I feel bad for the Seahawks, dude. I really do, because you look at the Seahawks and they're sitting at what's their record? They're 2-5. They're 2-5.
Right,
look at their last 2 games. Listen, look at their last 2 games with Geno Smith. They lost by 3 to the Steelers on prime time, and then
Probably win with Russell.
They lost by 3 to last night.
Oh, they definitely win last night with Russell.
You look at them; they very well could be 4-3 right now. I feel bad for them. I really do. I think they realize that they should be sitting at 4-3.
I feel bad for the San Francisco 49ers.
I don't.
No, I feel bad for them. You know why?
I don't.
Because they proved that their coach hasn't won shit by the announcers on the regular ESPN the other night, showing the record. And then Jimmy G in a rain game was like, all right, well, I can't win this by throwing it, so I'm going to throw it. And he kept just throwing picks, not helping his case. So now they're going to have controversy, and they're just building added controversy for no reason. So I feel bad for them because now Trey Lance is going to be put in. It's going to happen probably week 12, week 11. It's not
You
far.
don't think they do it this week?
It depends on his health.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you might try to just wait out playing the Cardinals.
Lost 4 in a row.
You play the Cardinals and Rams in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
They started out 3-0. I mean, they started out 2-0. Right? 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0, lost 4.
And you were all over them.
I was all over. And then I wanted them to lose. Should have lost us
numerous amount of times, and I said, better watch Trey Lance. I mean, he's got to play. He's not going to play.
One of my favorite running backs from them has been hurt all season. Raheem Mostert. They need him. He's actually really good. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you were hyping up.
There's one thing I am right about the 49ers. They're still better than the Seahawks.
No.
They are. Their record is 2-4. The Seahawks is 2-5.
But you look at the team; they're not better. They're the worst team in that division.
I mean, right now, quarterback sucks for both of them, but Jesus, they're still better. Yeah, they play the last game of the season. They play in week. Well, whatever the December 5th is, that's when they play. So we'll see who's better then. But I don't know. I'm just giving you a hard time. I don't know. I can't justify San Fran no more. The teams I like going into the season, I can't even justify. I like Denver, can't justify them. I like San Fran, can't even justify them. Only other team I can justify is the Colts because of Carson.
Yeah.
And no one wants to give him credit.
I think the Colts are playing well. We'll talk about the Titans-Colts game, but
yeah, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard for me.
I don't know. That's interesting. When you look at the NBA,
we got to give our rough start.
We got to do our power rankings. We got to do power rankings.
Oh, all right. Let's. I'm going to need some help this week. Let's see.
You can go first.
Let me go first. All right. So the teams we had last week was it Cardinals, Rams, Bucks. I think we were talking about honorable mention Green Bay and Cowboys. We had Bills and Ravens top 5, I think.
Yeah.
After this week, we will be losing the Ravens in top 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna start. We're gonna still reward Arizona.
Yeah.
We're gonna reward Arizona, and then this is where it changes. Like my top 5 from last week is probably gonna change drastically. I'm gonna go in the order of it's Arizona, Tampa Bay, Rams, Packers, Dallas. Honorable mention this week is Cincinnati and Tennessee. I'm going to award Tennessee for beating the Bills and Chiefs. I'm awarding them their honorable mention. And then the Bills will probably be between the 6 and 8 range.
Okay. I'm going to keep the Cardinals at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move the Bills to 4. I had them at 2 last week. I'm going to put them at 4. They didn't play. So I'm going to leave them in the top 5. Put Bills at 4. So I'm going to do Cardinals 1. I'm going to do Tampa 2, Rams 3, Bills 4. I'm going to do Dallas 5. And I'm going to leave the Packers and Bengals 6 and 7.
Nah, I'm rewarding the Bengals. They're the honorable mention team. I think the top 5 are the teams that have one loss or none. I think.
Yeah, but you got to put Bills top
5. It's just
they didn't play, and I had them in top 5 last week.
The Cowboys didn't play either. But Tennessee's on a run. Ever since they lost to the Jets, they're on a run.
They are on a run. I like Tennessee.
So
Tennessee's probably like Tennessee's top 10 for me. If I had to go top 10, it'd be Cardinals 1, Tampa 2, Rams 3, Bills 4, Dallas 5, Green Bay 6, Cincinnati 7, Tennessee 8, Ravens 9, and then I don't know who the 10 would be.
If you go by the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
10 would probably
8,
be like Raiders.
9, 10. The Raiders, it'd be Raiders, Chargers, Saints, or Browns that all have the same like 4-2, 4-3.
I would put Raiders 10. I'd put Raiders 10. I'd actually put Raiders 9 and Ravens 10, maybe.
Because Raiders beat the Ravens, so that makes
Ravens
sense.
Just lost. So I'd put Ravens 10 and Raiders 9, Titans 8, Bengals 7.
I mean, I think we can agree though. Other than Tampa Bay,
Super Bowl's open. Super Bowl's open with the top 10 teams we just said.
I'm still sticking with Packers Bills.
It's open,
but if we were gonna say right now today, like this second, if we had to make a Super Bowl prediction, I've had to put money on it. I would probably say it's gonna be the Bills Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be hard at watching the AFC playoffs because I just don't know. I don't know who's dominant.
I'd say Bills Cardinals would be a decent Super Bowl. I think that would be what it would be right now.
I mean, because it's proven that Tennessee has the Bills number. Every time Tennessee plays the Bills, Derrick Henry goes off.
Yeah.
And then if they avoid each other until the time, is Tennessee going to be able to produce against the Chargers that throw the ball, the Ravens that run just as good as they do, just as a team, or are they going to get who knows what we're going to get from Cincy and Las Vegas in the playoffs?
Yeah.
And we never know. We never know if Pat Mahomes is going to come off the top rope and.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we're a week away from halfway through the season, I would say. Yeah, because we're week 8, so halfway through the season. Right now, I'm saying Bills Cardinals Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of good games this week. I'm excited to do the NFL picks.
Mm-hmm.
Drop in the comments who you think actually is the best team in the league, because a lot of people aren't saying the Cardinals, and that's kind of weird to think. A lot of people still think it's the Bucks or Rams, and I don't get that. So I'm a little confused by that. But
Tom Brady Dick Riders.
Absolutely, Tom Brady Dick Riders. Can't stand that shit. Check out the NFL Week 8 picks. We're going to do those next. Post them on the YouTube channel. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys next week for the NFL Week 8 recap. Peace.